Hello to everyone in the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral community and all of our friends. This is Father Jonathan. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to begin our reflection on the fifth Beatitude. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And before we go too deeply into this conception of mercy and receiving mercy, it might be worthwhile for us to think about mercy itself and what it means. Because if we have been to any Orthodox service before, we know that we say, Lord have mercy a lot. Kyrie eleison. We say it all the time. Sometimes 3 times in a row, sometimes 12 times in a row, sometimes 40 times in a row. We're constantly asking for mercy. But what is mercy? Now, I'm reminded of a little bit of a play on words that we have. If we speak Greek, we might realize this. There's a beautiful feature in some Orthodox churches, which is called the polyelios, which is the chandelier that hangs above the altar in front of the icon screen. And sometimes there's multiple ones. And sometimes it's a large one in the middle of the solea. And there's a portion in the Orthros service, in the Matins, called the polyelios, which is when we chant traditionally Psalms 134 and 135 during the Orthros. And a feature of these psalms is the word mercy is repeated quite a bit, which is why it's the polyelios, the many mercies. But what's interesting is during that time, we also shake the polyelios, the chandelier, which traditionally is filled with glass candiles that have oil in them. And so they too are many oils. And so there's been a connection made with the idea of eleos, which is mercy, and eleon, which is oil in its classical Greek construction. But I think it's fitting because of how oil was used historically. It was a salve, an ointment, something that was used medicinally. It would have spices and herbs in it, and sometimes mixed with wine, and it would be used to treat wounds. And so one of the ways we can understand mercy is to consider how we're asking for mercy or offering mercy. We're asking for healing or offering a healing presence. Offering a healing presence to a world that is wounded, to people in that world who are wounded, that have traumas. We ask for mercy. We're asking God to heal us, to pour an oil of healing on our wounds, our traumas, our hurts, our sorrows, all of those things, to be for us a salve that we pour on those painful things so that we may be healed. And in return, offer healing, mercy to others. And in the coming videos, we'll reflect a little bit more on what this looks like, what mercy is, and how we might express it in the church, and what it means to receive mercy. Because ultimately, it's an expression of the kingdom in the same way that each of the Beatitudes we've already discussed speaks to a reality that we're hoping to actualize in the world. The reality of the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of unity, theosis, unity with God, communion with God, and a communion with the rest of creation. And we likely have felt wounded and perhaps incapable of receiving that reality. And so understanding how we might actualize it will be important. God bless you. We're here for you. Anything at all that you need, don't hesitate to reach out. God bless you. Have a beautiful rest of your day.